Hi everybody, so welcome to my first day of my December daily junk journal. So I'm going to start the 1st of December today. I actually started incredibly late. I did this on the 11th, but better late than never. So the first thing I'm doing is cutting out a number from my random number sheet from a gift bag and kind of trying to work out where to put that one. I am really new to scrapbooking or any kind of junk journaling or collage, so you'll see me in these videos not really knowing what I'm doing. Just bear with me, and hopefully they're still enjoyable to watch. So I'm cutting out photos that I printed off of things we did on the 1st of December. So I gave my son his Christmas books, which I put away for the rest of the year, and the little box advent calendar that I made. And this was the day we decorated the tree, and halfway through decorating it I decided that we needed more lights, so we had to go out and buy more lights before we could complete it. So I'm just using some of the packaging there, peeling it off the cardboard backing as a sort of a background, using my new favourite glue toy, which I'll put the details of the glue thing in the description below. It's got a really sharp pointy end and then a sort of a squishy, scrapey end. I didn't explain that very well, but it's a double-ended glue gun basically called an Aquapit, and it's really good. So yeah, faffing around trying to work out where I'm going to put the pictures. And I think in the end, I just plonk them down. I sort of spend so much time thinking, where am I going to put things, that I just I lose patience with myself, and then I just put the glue on and force myself to just stick it any old place. I'm hoping that as time goes on and as I get towards the end of December, I get a bit more confident in where I want to do things or what I want to do. Because at the moment, I'm sort of making up as I go along, basically. I see these amazing professional scrapbooking videos on YouTube where, they prep the page first and they have an idea in mind of what it's going to look like. And I'm not doing that at all. I'm just like, where's this going to go? Oh, I'll put it there. What about this one? There, that'll do. And just sort of sticking things. So I've got out a few of my scrapbook ephemera that I bought ages ago on Etsy. I can't remember where now. And I picked out the sort of Christmassy looking ones that I thought would be quite cute to put in here because I wanted to use them. And that's me trying out the whole tearing round a piece of paper technique to give it a sort of a textured edge. The pages start out quite plain, but you'll see that I have this habit of over-decorating. I can't seem to... Oh, that doggy looked quite cute there. I should have done it. I obviously decided not to. You'll see that I start out with the idea of having quite plain pages, and then it just, the pens get the better of me, and I'm like, ooh, a little bit there, a little bit here, a little bit there. So you'll see it getting a lot busier later on. I'm just cutting up some wide washi tape from Daiso there to put as a little decoration. I chose to put these two little rabbits down because they looked like they were either having a little conversation or looking at something or talking about something. And I ended up digging out a little Christmas tree sticker later on to make them look like they're looking at a Christmas tree because it was the day that we put up the Christmas tree. So it was really good this year actually because the Christmas tree, the 1st of December was on a Saturday, which meant that we could get the tree up on the first day of December with my son, so that was good. Now you will notice as the videos go on that my head pops in and out of camera a lot because I haven't worked out where is the best place to hang the camera on the tripod arm that doesn't sort of get in my line of sight when I'm trying to do close work. So I do apologise for my hair, my fluffy hair sticking in and out. This is me using my Aquarelle, I can't remember the name, Aqua something water brush, which I've actually filled with ink and water, a mixture of ink and water, which I actually love because it's like you can add a tone to a page with a brush without having to faff around with paints and things. I absolutely recommend that. It's a really fun thing to do. Bit more washi tape from Daiso across the top, just because there's a random gap at the top and I might as well fill it up. And one of my trees that I'd painted with my sort of pearlized glitter watercolours, just because it was the tree day. So now I'm just trying to work out what to do with that random little gap at the back that I left. And in goes a Daiso sticker, because it has a tree on it. So yeah, that's a really good example of me just insisting on filling every single space of blank with something. So now I'm looking at it now and I'm thinking I could have stopped there and it would have been quite a nice kind of nice colour scheme. You know, I've with the white backing it's quite nice to look at, but I don't stop there. And I just keep on going. I think I wanted to make the rabbits stand out a bit more. I felt like they were a bit lost because I'd stuck them on quite a busy background. So I thought if I kind of went round them with a dark pencil, perhaps they would stick out, you know, stand out a bit more. So that's what I started doing here. And I chose green because I just thought it could be like they're in a, you know, they're in a forest or something. A nice green Christmassy background. And then blending it with, this time this water brush just has water in. So this isn't the one with the ink, this is just the plain water one. So yeah, these are pencil crayons, like watercolour pencil crayons, which are the only ones I own actually. I don't own any non-watercolour ones. Because I like the option of being able to blend them if I want to blend them. And then I'm like, oh, I'll colour in the hearts. I think it's just that there's an open box. There's an open box of pencils right next to me. And I can't leave them alone. It's not so much to do with like what's on the paper so much as I'm looking at these pencils are there just in reach. And I'm like, oh, try another one, like, I don't know. There's not really much thought in it. It's just I enjoy picking up pencils and using them. Bit more washi tape because I found another gap of plain. I love that washi tape. It's so pretty with the gold dots on, but they're just not very sticky. I think I got them on eBay a few years ago, and but I think they're from China somewhere. I don't know where, an eBay seller in China, and they're really gorgeous and they're perfect for like Christmassy spreads, but they just don't have so much stick, which is a shame. Now I've got out my trusty, absolutely loved and adored Posca pen, which is basically the only white pen that I find works really well on top of any media. And it is a new one, which is why I then spend several minutes trying to get it to work. But eventually it starts working. They're the clearest white pen I've found that will go on top of watercolor, on top of paint, on top of alcohol markers. I've tried quite a few sort of gel pens, white gel pens, particularly on top of alcohol markers, and they often sort of sink in and the white doesn't it doesn't sit on the surface, so the white doesn't actually show up. But this Posca pen is brilliant because you can do it on top of everything, and it also dries to a texture that you can then go on top of. So in this case, if I had done all these dots all over here and then I decided actually I want to have them a different colour, I could then go over it with a pencil and change the dots to a different colour, if that makes sense. So you can actually sort of draw on top of the white if you decide you want to change the colour. So I recommend them, highly recommend the Posca pens. I think it's supposed to be like a paint pen. So the space inside that flap is going to be where I journal. That's the plan. So I think I'm rummaging around trying to find something to put on that top sticky out tab. Okay, I've obviously given up trying to work that out and gone back to filling up more space, and I can just see that I've drawn little X marks all over all over that right hand side. So there's a good example. Look, I'm painting over the Posca pen with a dark watercolor and ink, and you can go straight over the pen. You can still see like a white, a little bit of whiteness poking through, but you can go straight over quite easily. And now I'm thinking, oh, I need to add this colour over this side to sort of tie in the two sides. It's sort of like a mossy green, so I suppose I'm still thinking along the lines of trees and Christmas trees and wintry forests at this point. And then I'm looking at those pink hearts and thinking they sort of stand out too much, so I'll paint on them as well. And then before I know it, I'm like, okay, I'm going to paint all of it. So I'm using the, those are actually, those little red hearts were coloured in using a Tombow dual brush pen, which are also water soluble. So if you want to use them with water, you can sort of blend them out with a water brush like that. And I'm kind of liking it now. And I'm thinking I need to add red over this side to sort of make the balance equal on both sides. So I'm just adding some tiny little red dots onto the left in between the trees. I think I drew those trees with just a plain biro, because I'd done the journaling inside with the biro, and then I just got carried away because it was in my hand, and started doodling all over the over the rest of the page. Now that reminds me, I can see now what I did is I left a space at the top of the inside of that, what's it called, a tip-in, because I realised I didn't actually have a picture of our Christmas tree. So at a later point, I'm going to stick a picture of the Christmas tree in there. Now this is the little activity that came out of my son's advent calendar. I printed off a spare copy of all the little activities, and I'm just trying to work out where to stick that. So I stick one of those down every day so that I know what we did that day. So that day's activity was just to put the tree up and help decorate the tree, which he loved doing. Okay, just repunching the holes. And putting it back in. And that is day 1 finished. Okay, thank you very much for watching. I hope you enjoyed watching my first December daily 2018 December junk journal, and I hope to see you for the other days. Okay, thank you. Bye bye.